Recently, there have been frequent reports that Ka-shing, a business tycoon, is now preparing to offer RMB 30 billion to buy real estate in the mainland. This is reminiscent of Ka-shing's sale of many assets in mainland China and Hong Kong, China in the past 10 years, and the acquisition of British assets with these funds. Now that Ka-shing has come to the mainland with a lot of money in his hand, does it mean that he is going to come back? Indeed so. Hong Kong, a subsidiary of Ka-shing, is targeting Kaiu, a luxury housing project jointly developed in Hong Kong by Logan and the KWG consortium in Guangzhou. According to reports, Logan and KWG once secured a HK $10.2 billion loan from HSBC and other syndicates with the Kaiu project as collateral. Currently, a creditor syndicate plans to sell a majority interest in the loan, and Hong Kong is one of the potential buyers. The Kaiu project was purchased by the Logan and KWG consortium for HK $16.855 billion in 2017, setting a new land price record in Hong Kong for 20 years, and was once the land king in Hong Kong. A few years later, though, life is not easy for the two developers. Once the Hong Kong group takes over, the two developers will not receive the remaining value of the project after debt repayment. Analysts believe that Chengxi Group chose this time to come in to disrupt the situation and want to take away the Kaiu project, which has to make people think that Ka-shing is taking advantage of the fire. In fact, this is not the first time that Ka-shing has been involved in real estate in Guangzhou since 2020. Ka-shing's Hutchison Whampoa Group participated in a land auction in Guangzhou in May 2022. Although it failed to bid for the land, this is the second time Hutchison Whampoa has participated in land auctions in the mainland market in nearly 10 years. Even though Ka-shing announced his retirement in a high-profile manner in 2018, this business tycoon, who made his fortune in Hong Kong, China, and has a business presence in many countries around the world, is still the focus of media attention. Ka-shing has made at least tens of billions of profits in mainland real estate bargain hunting in recent years. The economy is always one cycle after another, with highs and lows. Real estate is currently in a downturn, and it will surely return to its peak in the future. The point is, many companies can no longer survive that time. For example, Ka-shing invested 9 billion bits to acquire Su Jian's Hong Kong Evergrande Center. This building was bought by the Su family printing for more than 12 billion from Lu Luanxiong. Now he only sells it to Ka-shing at a loss of more than 3 billion. Ka-shing's entry into the domestic real estate market has indeed played a certain role in the economic development of the mainland, but Ka-shing is a very Philistine businessman in the eyes of many Chinese. For example, Ka-shing once cashed out a large amount in the mainland, sold at least hundreds of billions of assets, and then invested hundreds of billions in the UK. This series of operations caused him huge controversy. According to incomplete statistics, from 2013 to 2017, Ka-shing's company sold more than 170 billion assets in mainland China and Hong Kong, China in various ways. Most of these funds were used to acquire assets in the UK. At the end of 2013, the British Guardian published an article saying that Ka-shing's overseas mergers and acquisitions almost bought the whole of Britain. Currently, he already owns British rail, gas, and electric companies, among other projects. From the pharmaceutical chain giant Watsons to the port, his investment tentacles extend to almost every field in the UK. Someone made a metaphor that the natural gas used by 25% of British households needs to pass through all his natural gas pipelines. The British Power Network, also owned by Ka-shing, provides electricity supply to more than 30% of British residents, and its power network covers London and South East England department. In addition to wanting to buy the bottom of the British market, there is another reason: he hopes to get the British royal title. Because of his contribution to Britain, he finally got his wish. In 1989, Ka-shing was awarded the KBE Sir Medal by Queen Elizabeth II. In 2000, Ka-shing was awarded the KBE Sir Commander Medal. The British title system is divided into 9 levels, and the 2 titles he obtained belong to the 9th level of the British system. There are only a handful of foreigners who have been knighted by the Queen of England in the past century, and it is difficult for even British entrepreneurs to obtain this honor. It stands to reason that Ka-shing's purchase of huge assets in the UK is because he has a Chinese face, and we should be happy. But if you think about it carefully, a large part of the capital that Ka-shing cashed out or earned came from the mainland and Hong Kong, China, and he has transferred these funds to the UK. Now these funds are no longer affiliated to China, but to the UK. The outflow of such a large amount of funds is especially obvious because of Ka-shing's British complex. Throughout Ka-shing's journey, it was full of applause and criticism. But in any case, making money from China to be a British jazz has become a vivid portrayal of Ka-shing. In recent years, several companies under Li Jiaqin have taken wealth away from China through relocation and other methods. The wealth he took away is taken away forever. People don't expect him to make much contribution to China's economic development.